Caroline Jeriwala Mango Mosaics, and I am starting another project in the house, and this time it's outside but extended from the inside. So here's what I've done so far, and as you know, I've done this mosaic back in 2009 when I moved into this house, but what I thought I'd do is continue the line, you see. Can you see how I've continued the line and then extended it and extended it and extended it and extended it to 12 foot by 5 foot. So that's what it looks like so far. So this is the drawing, and I'll be working on mesh and then applying on the board, which I'm getting measured up and installed on Thursday. Okay then, Mango Mosaics over and out. Caroline Jeriwala Mango Mosaics, and I'm on to the fence panel mosaic project for my back garden. So I'm doing a little bit of preparation, and if we just pan across here in my studio, you can see what I've done so far. You see, so I've got all 4 sections of the panel. So what I've done is put some thick plastic over the drawing, which has got board underneath it, but it's nice and light, a bit of coracore board. And what I'm doing by doing the plastic, I'm going to put some fiberglass mesh on this. I've done the drawing on the paper, but I'm going to continue the drawing on the plastic using permanent markers. So that's the work so far, and I'm going to continue by looking at some drawings and inspiration and drawing up on board, onto the boards, onto the mesh, onto the plastic. So Caroline Jeriwala over and out. Okay, it's Caroline Jeriwala here, part 2 of the fence panel project. And basically I've spent the whole day sorting out everything in terms of preparation. So what I've done is I've put this fiberglass mesh, as you can see here, fiberglass mesh, onto a thin coracore card, and over the coracore card I've put plastic. This is plastic here, as you can see it, and I've done the main drawing lines, and all the flowing lines will connect. I've added a couple of inches extra just in case, because it's always good to do just in case, although I think it's a bit over the top on the just in case part. But you can see 12 foot just about fits into my studio. So that's basically it in terms of all the preparation. Now it's time to mosaic, really. I've got flower heads all prepped up, ready to cut, and I've also got potential stems and whatnot, and a bit of playing time. I've got lots of glass and deliciousness, gold and bits and pieces. I've got a little bit of mirror here from the 70s. So all sorts of bits and bobs to be used. But I think I'm just going to start off with just doing some flowing lines to get it going, and then I'll just do one board at a time, really, because this is a bit too big in this room, you see. So there you go. And I'll do part 3 another time. Okay then, see you soon. Bye. Hello, it's Caroline Jeriwala here, Mango Mosaics, and I am going to show you a little bit of work in progress of the fence panel mosaic. So let's just go backwards on the old focusing to show you what it looks like so far, you see. So there's four fence panels. There's 4 panels for the mosaic, and each panel is roughly 5 foot high by about 3 foot wide, perhaps. The area is 5 foot by 12 foot anyway. So I've spent a lovely day yesterday cutting up things like flower heads and my sunflowers and my little birds. Love the birds. And I did that on day 1, I think. This area here. Another bird there. A little flying bird over here, which I do think is so cute. Lovely. Love that one. And the colours are zinging and pinging all over the shop, as they really are lending themselves to the work. And then we've got little heleniums going to be created there. These are flower heads. And I've got some tiles, hexagonal tiles, ideal for a beehive. So that's basically it really at the moment. So part of that. So Caroline Jerrywaller, over and out. See you soon. Bye. Okay, Mango Mosaics, and basically it's the installation of the boards which Infamous Community Arts are sliding down in front of the fence panel. So basically they've measured up, they've painted an external paint that's plasticized, and they're going to slide it down. Caroline Jerrywaller, Mango Mosaics, on a lovely warm sunny day on the 31st of October 2016. And basically today our Matthew is putting an edge onto the board here, and by doing that water will not get into that area here, you see. So what I'm going to do then is paint these pieces with the Idendon, which is an external paint, rubberized paint, which is amazing. So, and then I can mosaic over that as well. So that's the next part. I'm still continuing with the mosaic back in the studio. So Caroline Jerrywaller, over and out. See you soon. Bye. Caroline Jerrywaller here, Mango Mosaics, and we are at the point where I'm mulling quite a bit now, figuring out what to do next for this fence panel project. So I thought I'd show you what it looks like so far, you see. So as you know, it's 5 foot by 12 foot. I've done quite a bit now. Yesterday I did some detailing on the sky, and the weight of it, of all the plates and the tiles and the crockery and etc, has meant that I can't use the Core thin cardboard anymore because of that. So I've ordered some 18mm ply, which I could use at a later date after these are used as support boards really. So happy with it. I am happy with it. I just want it done now. No, I don't. It's that point where I'm doing workshops in my studio at weekends, and I bring out everything after they've gone and working on this. So it's good, because this is the point where you need to stop and think and figure out what needs to happen next. Because it's all very well filling in the backgrounds, blah blah, but I fancy doing more birds, maybe more flowers as well. But it's all about, like all art pieces, a balance of colour, shape, form and pattern. So this is Mango Mosaics, over and out. See you soon. Bye. Caroline Jerrywaller, Mango Mosaics, on Wednesday the 9th of November, and a little bit of a catch up on what the mosaic looks like now. So here's a little pan across to the 4 panels, and I've put all 4 elements in now, so I'll just zoom in on those first. That's the Peacock, and the Peacock will have insets of a lovely lime green colour there, so it'll bring out the contrast with the orange in the background. And I've used not only ceramics, ceramic tiles, but also crockery from plates, and a little bit of Martin Cheek glass fusion there. I've had that for 4 years, so it's about time I used it. So I've also done the owl with the owlets as well. They're looking chirpy. And then I think personally my 2 favourite bits is the hair. And the hair, I really enjoyed this because the hair, I use long thin strips of tile, and I've just very gently trimmed them so that they made the feet, and it's a perfect colour combination for the rest of the hair, dashing off and away from Mr. Foxy Loxy with his earring. And his amber eyes, those amber eyes, look at that face, so sly. And really enjoyed doing that one as well. So the rest of it, well, I'm going to infill and add and continue to do bits and bobs. I mean, I might even put a chicken here peeking over the edge, but we shall see how it pans out. But I thought a quick filmette would be a good thing to do. Okay, Mango Mosaics, over and out. Caroline Jeriwala, Mango Mosaics, and it is Wednesday 23rd of November. Work in progress, continuous. So I've put all the panels on the floor for you to see so far. So let's just sweep across here, sort of thing. These are the first 2 panels, and basically I'm really enjoying using crockery. This is a plate which I cut the centre off, and it was a little chunk of plate in my little tray, and I swapped over the sides and it became a moth. So I was really pleased with that. And we've got the peacock, we've got little birds, we've got lots of little birds all over the place, you know. And loving the bulrushes, inspired by the bulrushes we did for Jennifer and her metal mosaic project over in Kensworth. So this is panel 2, more birds and a little bit of Rudbeckia-esque-ness in a kind of echinacea style as well. And the owl with little owlies, little owlets. And then panel 3, we have Mrs. Hare running in the starlight. And we've got bee in a beehive. And more buddies. And then the final panel, we've got Mrs. Chuck purposefully striding ahead. More bulrushes. And I love these. Little hedgehog. Little hedgehog up there too. Little hedgehogs scuffling about one by one. And then we've got Mr. Foxy sneakily chasing after Mrs. Hare. And that's why she's dashing off, making sure she's not seen. And I do think that with all these parts of the panels, they could make a really good children's story. So I'm thinking, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will. We shall see. I'm having a think. Okay then, Caroline Jeriwala, Mango Mosaics, over and out. Caroline Jeriwala, Mango Mosaics, part, I don't know, 6, 5, I don't know. Anyway, it's Friday the 2nd of December. Grinning face, Do you know why? Because I've finished. And here it is. Here it is in its glory. All 4 panels just complete. Finished the last bit at 10:35 a.m. this morning because I didn't have the energy last night to finish it. It probably only needed about an hour and a half, but there was no way I was going to do that. So this is a close-up of all of it. I've done a little bit of changement of such areas as this. It did have blue echinacea, but I've taken that out. So the next bit will be installation, and apparently next week it'll be sunny and warm, 10 degrees, 12 degrees. So I'll be doing installation next Wednesday. So Caroline Jerrywalla, over and out. Okay, it's Sunday the 4th of December in the morning, and I have put all the panels on the floor. So here's the next stage. Basically, all the panels, individually of course, will be turned over to dry. I'll peel off the plastic. I've got some plastic here, and I'll peel that off the Mosaic so that this can dry. It's more or less tacky dry, but we want it completely dry. And then the next stage is I'll cut it up into sections, maybe waves where the lines are, and then install. So my plan is, and the hope is, I'll be installing on Tuesday, Wednesday. Apparently it's about 10-12 degrees, maybe up to 13 degrees on the Wednesday. So as grouting and adhering, you'd install to nothing below 10 degrees. So I'm hoping midday this would be appropriate. Of course, it takes longer than a couple of minutes to install. So we'll see how it goes. I might do one panel at a time. I'll see how it goes. Okay, Caroline Jerrywalla, Mango Mosaics, over and out. Okay, Caroline Jerrywalla here, and it's time for part 2 of the installation. And what I've done is used 3 beakers of the tile adhesive, and the measurement is 3 parts to 1. So what you do is you make a nice putty-like consistency to blend it together, and the trick is to use a small amount of water at a time and incorporate all the powder so it's nice and smooth, just like you would your cake batter. And I'm ever so grateful and glad to the universe for creating a 10 to 14 degree day. So I'm hoping it's going to get warmer, dry everything out, job done by 3 o'clock. So that's enough water. So now what I'll be doing is blending. So of course some people would use a mechanical mixer that looks like a hand blender, but I've never done that, you see, because the amount I use is more or less 12 by 3 feet on average, my mosaics. So unless I do something humongously big, I don't think it's necessary. That's coming on nicely. And you've got to make sure that all the powder is completely incorporated with the water so that it's a lovely smooth consistency. And the trick is to add a small amount of water at a time, clearly. It's a lovely cake mixture consistency. So let's just apply that onto the wall now. what I do is use my Caroline Jerrywaller Mango Mosaics, and we have now got 2 panels up. We're on the 3rd panel. This is our Nikki.
Hello.
And she's just about to make a batch of tile adhesive, and here are the 2 panels so far already put up. And the brilliant thing about using mesh is that it gives you wriggle room. So we had a little bit of problematicness where it wouldn't match up, and because the board is a particular size, it was a little bit of an overspill of tiles. But the brilliant thing is you could cut it away, you see, from the mesh, and cut away tiles. So that's all good to rock and roll, really. And once it's been cured a little bit, we'll clean it up with some sponge, a little damp piece of sponge. But once this is all cured, there's no point in doing it now because it'll weaken the tile adhesive, you see. So we're now on to panel 3 and panel 4. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye. Okay, friends, Caroline Jerrywaller Mango Mosaics, part 12 of the whole project, nearly coming to the last furlong, towards the end of it all. And it's now Wednesday the 7th of December 2016, and it is installation day. So here's what we're going to do. Let me show you. This is the original Mosaic wall panel, the first one that I did. And the plan is that the hope is that the line will continue now to the first panel, and this is the first panel here. So I've laid it all out. I've got the tile adhesive. This is the tile adhesive, BAL Max Flex Fibre external, and we're good to rock and roll. It's warm, it's 10 degrees, and we're on. So a few minutes time we're going to start working, and I'm just waiting for Nikki. Okay then, bye. Caroline Jerrywaller Mango Mosaics, and I am doing a little bit of a filmette about the work in progress so far, as you probably have guessed. So, fence panel mosaic. I've popped this all on the floor just now because 2 of the panels have slipped down, and they keep on slipping down off the fence, off the plywood. And I think it's because it's really heavy now. So I thought I'd show the work so far. Particularly the stuff that I'm proud of at the moment is Mrs. Ulu and the kids. We've got Brer Rabbit, or the hare. In hot pursuit is Mr. Foxy Loxy, bless his heart, and he's got a little earring because he's hard. So I thought I'd show you what it looks like so far. So infilling of other birds and bits and bobs need to be done still, and extra flowers I reckon. And then I'll be then putting in all the lines of colour, and I'm thinking rainbow colour from top to toe, from red at the top to indigo violet at the bottom, but it might swap over. So Caroline Jerrywaller Mango Mosaics, over and out. Okay, Caroline Jerrywaller again, and I have painted the backs and the edges with the Idenden paint, and here's a little picture of what it looks like. You see, it's Idenden Vapor barrier coating in black, and what I've done is I've just basically painted over these edges so that you've got a waterproofing seal around it before I put the mosaic on it. And I've also done the edges as well, and there is a little bit of a gap, you see. A little bit of a gap from the soil to the board, so that way hopefully no water will go and penetrate into the board from below. Okay, so that's basically the work done just now with Matthew and myself. Okay, so Caroline Jerrywaller over and out. See you soon. Bye. And as you can see, it's taken a little bit longer to slot it in, but we have a system. By using a crowbar, monkey wrench, bit by bit, it's sliding in. Ain't going nowhere afterwards, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. That's part 2 of the film.